Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook on Thursday, the 20th of April. Looking at the Eurodollar first, and well, after the previous day, it's a solid up day. Yesterday left us with a bit of a bearish harami, actually, a little inside bar there. Never quite pushed up any further. Where we're sitting at the moment, well, it's a bit of no man's land in a sense, a bit of indecision here. Could still break to the downside. It's not the clearest of charts that we're seeing here with this pattern. It's sort of done a flag, started pushing in that flag. Now, if it breaks the highs, well, maybe we could see it pushing further up. Looking at it from an hourly point of view, although at the moment, I do wonder if we'll see a break of this sort of lower trend here. Let's just pop that on there. So it's not looking 100% to the upside at the moment. As I said, it done a bull flag. Got a bit extended on the hourly time frame here, and at the moment, as I say, it's a bit of indecision here. It's just consolidating as opposed to either continuing in that upward move or well, we may see a breakdown. And we could wait until it breaks the trend line here or the 50 if we were looking for the downside. Downside targets would be yesterday's lows, maybe the S1 500 MA sits below there, so there are a few targets on the hourly there. Monthly pivot looks like a clear potential as well, which is just below on the 4 hourlies. So some targets if it does start breaking down. If it does push up, well, we're almost into the daily R1, not too far off of it, but if it does push up, we will be looking at yesterday's highs. Actually did pip up a little bit higher yesterday than it had the previous day, so nullifying that bearish harami, but all the same, it does look relatively weak, and as opposed to looking like a strong market that's going to be pushing up. Okay, cable. Let's have a look at cable daily perspective here. So this is a proper bearish harami, although at the moment pushing up solidly, possibly a bit more of a flag looking pattern, a clearer flag pattern than we've seen on the euro there. Pushing up here just looks like it may want to put in or push up higher. It's just I've put a trend line on the chart here on the hourly. It's just trying to push through. Well, may push on through that trend line on the hourlies, and possibly run towards the highs of Tuesday there. Dollar yen. Dollar yen been selling off. It's well, yesterday pushed in a little up high, an up day back into its daily 8. It's now whether it can push on beyond that level. It's from a 4-hourly perspective, you can see it's sort of higher low that's in there, not necessarily confirmed. It hasn't broken the prior high, and I do wonder if this is just a sort of a wedge pattern. Well, it certainly looks like a wedge pattern in a downward trend. And so if we do start seeing a break of the lows, there's a couple of options on the low side here. We could be breaking, sorry, just get the trend line in there. There we go. So there's a couple of trend lines that could be breaking, the more conservative one, or there's a more aggressive one running up here, which is not far off breaking at the moment. So if it does that, well, we could see further downside on the dollar yen. Okay, looking at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, and what we're seeing here is well, at the moment it's continued to sell off over the last couple of days. Bit of a bounce at the moment we're seeing. Just looking where we are, just currently into the 4-hourly 8. It's been tested before, so maybe we'll see that break and run through this time. The Aussie dollar seems a bit behind the curve relative to the pound, the euro, but it's more aligned to the CAD and in its move. Okay, looking at the 60-minute here, pushed up to the daily pivot at the moment. If it can continue breaking through here, well, could run up towards the R1 already. Yep, at the R1. But on each step, it's got plenty of resistance. It's probably been one of the weaker pairs for me, and certainly if I was looking to trade it, I'd be looking at the downside, so just waiting for any break of the trend that sits there. Okay, Aussie dollar, and finally the Canadian dollar. Actually, before I do that, check price of oil. Sitting at 51, so it came off quite sharply yesterday afternoon. Let's have a look at Canadian dollar there. And well, Canadian dollar pushing up back towards prior highs there on the dailies. It's looking like it wants to push up towards last month's high. Really solid update yesterday on the weak price of oil as it's come off there. At the moment, just seeing a bit of a retrace. After such a, when you look at this 4 hourly, we've had all those up bars without any sort of retracement. May want to come back towards its 8 or even 21 there. If oil can push up a little bit more, of course, that will help it on its downside there. But overall, it looks more bullish, but it's just waiting for a bigger retrace to potentially get long on the CAD at the moment. Okay, that's pretty much it at the moment. Just looking through the news today, not significant news out until 1:30, and even then it's the Fed Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, which barely gives us any movement at 1:30. Weekly unemployment numbers also rarely give much in the way of movement these days. At 4:30, we've got Bank of England Governor Carney speaking at 4:30 and 5:30, and the panel at 5:30 speaking at 4:30. There's a possibility, more so towards 5:30 on the Q is on a Q&A on a panel. Maybe then he may get asked about some of the elections or something like this and put the spoke in the wheel, but we'll see. But that's right back down at 4:30, so in the afternoon. That's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.